It's 9 a.m. in Camille Fournier's office at a bustling tech startup. An eager intern just knocked on the door, ready for their first mentoring session. Camille's notebook is filled with questions and past mistakes and a nagging worry. How do you actually teach someone to swim when you're barely keeping your own head above water? That moment, mentoring novices but feeling out of your depth, sets the stage for a wild ride through what managing in tech really means. Managing your first direct report feels like walking a tightrope. You're no longer just solving problems alone, you're building someone else's skill set, and that's a whole different game. Camille recounts Julie, a freshly promoted engineer tasked with mentoring her first intern, Aaron. Aaron bombed his first code review feeling lost and frustrated. Julie froze, unsure how to help. It's a raw snapshot of how early management feels when you want to solve every problem but instead have to watch and coach through the struggle. Think of mentorship like tending a garden, not fixing a car. You don't tighten bolts, you nurture growth, adjusting light, pulling weeds, giving water. Camille's analogy means stepping back. Instead of writing the code yourself, you cultivate curiosity, patience, and independence until your team members bloom. The payoff? When teams stop depending on one genius and start collaborating, magic happens. Camille shows how that shift from solving problems solo to fostering teamwork means your impact multiplies exponentially. You become a multiplier, not a bottleneck, unlocking talents you never knew your team had. Giving feedback is like walking through a thick fog. You know you need to guide your team, but the right path is murky and scary to navigate. Camille tells the story of Rob, a senior engineer whose harsh code reviews sent one junior teammate into silence. The team's vibe soured, communication broke down. It's a classic example of how feedback can backfire when delivered without care or context, leaving wounds instead of bridges. Feedback should be a sharp scalpel, not a sledgehammer. Camille compares it to surgery. You want precision to remove issues without collateral damage. That means being thoughtful, framing criticisms constructively, and coupling them with clear next steps so people know how to improve, not just what's wrong. When you stop dodging the hard talks and learn to deliver feedback clearly and kindly, trust emerges. People understand their growth edges and feel safe pushing themselves. Camille highlights how this trust transforms a fragile team into a powerhouse of continuous learning and fearless communication. Once you've mastered managing a few people, a whole new beast appears: managing managers. Suddenly you're less in control and more about influence, and the stakes get way higher. Camille shares Sam's story, a freshly minted director overseeing multiple teams spread across time zones. He tried micromanaging every issue and quickly burned out. His teams felt stifled, deadlines slipped, and morale plummeted. It's a brutal wake-up call about what doesn't work at scale. Camille likens managing managers to conducting an orchestra. You don't play every instrument, but you set tempo, interpret the score, and bring harmony. The real leadership power lies in influence, coaching your managers to handle the details while you clear obstacles and align strategy. The result, when you shift from command and control to enable and inspire, your leadership ripples outwards, enhancing autonomy across teams. Camille reveals this mindset shift as the secret sauce to scaling leadership without losing your sanity or your people. Remember that nervous intern knocking on Camille's door. By mentoring carefully, delivering feedback like a precise scalpel, and embracing the art of influencing leaders rather than micromanaging, Camille shows us managing tech teams is a journey from chaos to clarity. Try this. Next time you coach or give feedback, pause and ask yourself, am I gardening or fixing? That tiny shift could change everything. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.